One of the great mitzvot of the upcoming holiday of Sukkot is the mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel. The Torah tells us in Parsha Re'eh, 3 times a year we have a mitzvah, an obligation to go up to Yerushalayim, to gather in the Beit Hamikdash, to bring korbanot. It's one of the really most joyous times of the year. Unfortunately, we are not able to fulfill this mitzvah in its entirety, but the messages of the mitzvah and the messages of the lessons that we can learn from this mitzvah are eternal. And it begs on us to think about them as we approach the holiday of Sukkot. We think about the mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel. We're told that we're supposed to leave our homes. We're supposed to leave our homes at a time of the year when really it doesn't make that much sense to leave our homes. People are starting to gather in the agricultural holiday, the agricultural time of the year, to bring all of the harvest into their homes. This is a time to be in our homes, to be with our families, to not really go out traveling too much. Yet the Torah tells us that we should leave our homes and journey to Jerusalem and stay there and celebrate there with the rest of the Jewish people. What's interesting about the mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel is not only this idea of leaving our homes at a time when it doesn't really make that much sense to leave, which is one question. But another interesting question that has come up in relation to another kind of journey that we're told about in the Torah, the journey of a person who, God forbid, kills another person bishogeg, with an unintentional thought, but they ended up murdering someone, and they have to run away now to what we're told is called an ir miklat. This ir miklat was a safe haven, a safe house for those who committed this act of murder, and while they were in this city, they were able to be protected. And what's interesting is that the Gemara tells us that these individuals were given signs on the road, this way to the ir miklat, 500 miles, a GPS system which would navigate the person who had to run away as fast as they could in order to not be caught by a pursuer. Now what's interesting is that for this individual, we give them signs, we give them a GPS, we give them a way to get there as fast as possible. And for all the Jews who are traveling to Yerushalayim from weeks of traveling, living in the north without the transportation that we have today, no signs, no directions. The Torah does not give an indication that those who travel for Aliyah l'regel are given a way to get there. Why is it that when it comes to the rotzeach b'shogeg, the person who murders with unintentional thought, gets a direction, gets a GPS, gets a navigation, knows exactly where to go in order to run away, as opposed to the person who's coming to do the great mitzvah of coming to Yerushalayim, coming to the Beit Hamikdash in the holidays, the Shalosh Regalim, they're not told how to get there. It's a very strange difference, a strange contrast between these two ideas. Many of our sages throughout the generations have explained the contrast as follows. If you're thinking you're sitting in your home a few days before the holiday, and you get a knock on the door, and the knock is from a person who's carrying a lot of bags, and they have their whole family with them, and they say, "We're on our way to Yerushalayim, but we don't know where to go. We don't know how to get there." And you say to them, "You're going to Jerusalem? What are you doing there? What's going on there? What's all the excitement? What's all the commotion?" And you say, "Well, it's Aliyah l'regel. We're all going up to Yerushalayim, to the great Beit Hamikdash, to bring korbanot, to celebrate with the rest of the nation." And you say, "Wow, what a wonderful experience, what a wonderful opportunity. I'm going to grab my children, I'm going to grab my family. We're going to join you also." This, tell us the Balei Musar, this is the reason why the Aliyah l'regel was not given directions. We're told to go on a journey, so that we have to knock on people's doors. We have to find out the way to get there. And on the other hand, we have the rotzeach b'shogeg, who is a person who we don't want to be knocking on our door. We don't want our children, our families to be exposed to that kind of personality. So we tell him exactly how to get to the city, how to get to the place where he is trying to go. The mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel is a really beautiful idea. Because what exactly is God asking us to do? He's asking us to leave our homes at a time when it could be dangerous, we're leaving it open, we're leaving it God is telling us, I'll take care of everything. All I want you to do is go on a journey. So ultimately, the mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel, the message for us today, living in Israel or not living in Israel, is that we have a mitzvah to go on a journey. The mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel is the journey of being a Jew, the journey of going towards Hashem. And what a better way to celebrate that than to come to the holiday of Sukkot and to come to the messages of what it means to be a Jew, to be part of the Jewish people, to learn Torah, to be part of this wonderful history. So if we take any message out of the holiday of Sukkot, it's the idea of Aliyah l'regel, that we all can go on our own personal journeys, on an individual level, on a communal level, and ultimately the whole Jewish people, we should be zocheh, we should merit one day soon to be able to fulfill the mitzvah of Aliyah l'regel in its entirety with all of the Jewish people in Yerushalayim, the Beit Hamikdash, Meher v'yameinu, Amen. Chag